Hi everyone, it's Casey Williams. Well, back in June, I had the BMW 230i, and I declared it my second favorite BMW, behind the i8. But that proclamation may have been just a little bit hasty, because it turns out the M240i may be my second favorite BMW. Add a little more power, add all-wheel drive, add an automatic transmission, it only gets better from there. So let's go take a look at it. So what I liked about the 230i before was it's just a really simple car. It kind of harkens back to the old 3 Series in the 80s and 90s. The kind of cars that BMW really built their foundation on. So I think the M240i really does take that in terms of styling and carries it on. You know, look at the front end of it. No doubt it's a BMW. You've got the twin kidney grille, quad headlamps with the halos on them. Looks really good. Of course, this being an M edition, you get the aero package on it. You get the big air intakes on the bottom. Gives it a very aggressive look, very aggressive stance. Come around to the side of it. Again, you really see the Melbourne red metallic paint. I think looks really good on this car. Orbit gray wheels, 18 inches, and the blue brake calipers behind those. I think the whole thing works really well. Looks very, very sporty. Looks very contemporary. I like the gray silver mirror caps. I think that looks really good too. Again, just looks very classy, very modern. But the things that you start to see, kind of separates it from the 4 Series. It has a little more of a formal roofline. Again, really takes it back to the kind of the old 3 Series back in the 80s and 90s. But being a BMW, the line coming through the body sides here, deeply sculpted, lower ground effects. Again, just gives it a really dynamic look without being overdone. It's all kind of built into the sheet metal. Come around the back, the gray lower valence, I think looks really good. Big twin exhaust outlets, and the subtle little spoiler here on the deck lid. Again, all of it, nothing's overdone. It's just very subtle, very understated, but in total, the car just looks very sporty and looks like it's just ready to go. Well, when you pop open the hood, you notice some things that are definitely different from the 230i. Mainly, the engine compartment is noticeably more filled. It's because instead of a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, we now have a turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine. It's a 3-liter engine, delivers 335 horsepower. We route that to the all-wheel drive system through an 8-speed automatic transmission. And the car we had before, the 230, had a 6-speed manual. I like the 8-speed automatic a lot. It's paddle shifted if you want it to be, but it's very smooth, very nice in traffic. So performance is noticeably improved. It's over a second less than the 4-cylinder version. So 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. That's pretty quick for a little compact car. And looking at fuel economy, 21 miles per gallon in the city, 31 miles per gallon on the highway. But hey, with performance like that, who the heck cares? So I certainly like driving the car. But one of the things I do like about what they've done with the 2 Series is the interior is just kept simple. It's got everything you need, but there's nothing complicated about it. It's like, look at the seats. They're heated, they're leather, they're nice. You got extendable cushions down the bottom that come out, wrap you around the ribs just right. And they're just, nothing complicated. They're not, it's just not overdone. It does have BMW's iDrive system, which I think used to be pretty complicated. You've got a controller here for the audio, navigation, vehicle computer functions all here, with a screen in the dashboard. But they do have Apple CarPlay available now. So you're playing your iPod, playing your music. It works just as intuitively as if you've got it on your hip. And I think that's just great too. Just great big graphics. Dual zone automatic climate control. Like I say, you got heated seats, you got a heated steering wheel. It's got a rear view camera for safety. It's got a round view monitor for safety, parking sensors, adaptive cruise control. Kind of helps you on the highway, keeps you safe. So there's some technology where you want it. Harman Kardon audio system sounds fantastic. But again, nothing that gets in your way. And with some of the other BMW products, I think in the 5 Series, 7 Series, and the crossovers, you just start to have a lot of electronics, it just gets to be complicated. And this car to me just is really back to BMW's roots of just performance, the enjoyment of driving, and just a well-made little car. Well, the BMW M240i definitely earns its place as my second favorite BMW. And again, it just really harkens back to this classic BMWs you like. It's just really balanced, it's a joy to drive, the all-wheel drive system. And hey, if there's anything to make a car better, it's a little more power and sometimes an automatic transmission. So this car does all that really well. I think more importantly, I think it stands out really well against its competitors. You're looking at cars like the Mercedes CLA, the Audi A3, and S3 in the performance mode, and the Cadillac ATS, ATS-V. And of those cars, really only the ATS-V even stands up to this one. There's nothing cheap about this car. It's a pure BMW. In fact, it's a better BMW to me than a lot of the current BMWs. So how much is a car like this going to cost you? Well, the 2 Series starts just over $33,000. The M240i starts right around $45,000, just under it. And this car all in, $54,870. So that's not cheap, but it is a lot of car and a lot of performance for that money. Well, next week we'll have another fun car. And until then, storm forward.